I need you so. 83 KIK. Can you slip away, baby? I need you so. He does a lot better than I do. Clarence Carter, Hawaii's oldest channel, 1968 on KIK. 8:23, 23 minutes after 8. Special guest in the studio. Good morning, Ruben. Ruben Padilla is with us.
Morning, Ron. How you doing?
Good, and good to have you back here again. This is your fourth year now with the annual Beatles Festival, right?
That's right.
And it's going to be Saturday and Sunday. Saturday will be 11 to 4, Sunday 10:30 to 5:30. We're talking about Records, Hawaii, 404 P.E. Street. And tell me about this show, this Beatle Festival. What's there? What do you have?
Okay, like in the past years, we brought down a lot of rare memorabilia, like rare Beatles records, 45s, picture sleeves.
What is a rare Beatles record? I thought we had all the Beatles records. What do you mean rare Beatles records? You mean like original records that
right.
They were printed and pressed right then in this 1964 or whatever it was?
That's correct. All the original pressings from 1964. You know, the Beatles records are still in print.
Yeah.
But they've gone through a lot of label changes.
Sure.
And I do specialize in the original issues that came out in 64 all the way through the Beatles' career.
Not the ones that Michael Jackson owns.
No.
Isn't that a sad story? Michael Jackson buying Paul McCartney's songs. I think that's sad. Well, anyway, so you have the original movie posters. You have those little plastic dolls. Their heads wiggling. You know. They had the Paul, John, George, and Ringo, and I think they had these little plastic dolls with them playing the guitars, and their heads would wiggle.
Oh yeah, the bobbing head dolls. Yeah, I didn't bring those down because they're too fragile.
Oh.
I brought them down for the last few shows, and
you broke a few.
Yeah, so it's hard to
that again.
That. Nope, knocks down the value.
Oh yeah, I guess so. What is the most valuable item can you think of that? What that might be?
One of the valuable things, unusual things we brought, it was a can of Beatles talcum powder. And
a can of Beatles talcum powder? You mean something that's got their pictures on it?
Yeah, it has their pictures on it on both sides.
It was produced in England?
No, it was made here in the U.S. Very few of them.
Talcum powder. That's strange, and that's valuable, huh?
Yeah.
They only made a few of them.
Yeah, very few of them. We brought those, and actually we just brought one because it's it's all we could find. But
and that must be pretty rare. Gosh. And what's one of the most common Beatle memorabilia items that you would see? I mean, one of the most prolific, something that's almost everywhere.
Yeah, we found Beatles trading cards.
Trading cards.
Yeah, although they're still kind of expensive. A lot of people that have them need certain cards to complete their series.
I see. Are these bubblegum cards?
Yeah, bubblegum cards, yeah.
Really?
And the wrappers also.
Where did you get all this stuff? The Beatles Festival, by the way, it's happening Saturday and Sunday at Records, Hawaii, 404 P.E. Don't miss it. Don't miss that. We're talking with Ruben Padilla. Where did you get all this stuff?
Well, I go trading with other Beatles dealers from all over the country. And I attend all the big major Beatle fests they have.
What is the biggest Beatle festival that you attend to get this stuff from? What's the biggest one?
There's one in Los Angeles. It's put on by a promoter named Mark Lapidos. And it's called the official Beatle Fest at the Bonaventure Hotel in Los Angeles.
Do they have people who look like the Beatles there and all that kind of stuff? Yeah.
Sound-alike groups, look-alike groups, Beatle auctions, and it's a lot of fun.
Have any of the Beatles ever showed up at one of these?
No, none.
Ever?
None. Paul McCartney's brother or Brian Epstein's brother,
Yeah, that's the closest thing, huh? Wow. Paul McCartney's sister, half-sister, I believe, was here just a few days ago.
Oh, just recently?
Just recently. Records Hawaii, 404 P.E. Let me play a Beatles song for you, as long as we're talking about the Beatles. One of my most favorites. This is 1965 from the Rubber Soul album, 827 KIK. 83 KIKI, Hawaii's oldies channel, 829, 29 minutes after 8 o'clock. Of course, the Beatles, Norwegian Wood, Rubber Soul album. I'm going to give you This Boy. They say That Boy more often in the song, but This Boy. The Beatles, 1964. Coming up next, we are talking with Ruben Padilla, who is a Beatles freak. Fourth annual Beatles Festival coming up, and Ruben has brought this to Records Hawaii at 404 P.E. It'll be Saturday and Sunday, 10:30 to 5:30 on Sunday, 11 to 4 on Saturday. I hope I've got that right. Most of the day, anyway. Records Hawaii. How did you become a Beatle freak? I mean, were you, Ruben, were you a Beatle man from the beginning?
Yes, since
First time.
1964.
You weren't, the Surfers weren't it for you?
No.
And Dave Clark 5?
No.
The Beach Boys?
No Beach Boys.
No? See, and that time, it was a big thing. You either were American and loved the Beach Boys or the Beatles. Yeah, there was a battle between the kids. You remember that? The kids just, it was intense. Dave Clark 5 really gave them a run for their money, too, but...
kind of a real boring era of music.
Well, there was. There might be, some people would argue with you, but as a matter of fact, actually, at that time, they were the most outstanding and unusual event to occur in music for years. It's been a while.
Absolutely.
New sound. Since Elvis, really.
Yeah, since Elvis. I mean, that was, to me, the only great things to listen to. And I was only about 10, but I was listening to old Buddy Holly or Sam Cooke or Elvis.
Are any of the items that you have at Records Hawaii this weekend, were your own personal items from back then? Do you have any of those?
No, Ron. Stuff's at home.
No, Ron, I'd never sell that stuff. So you started collecting right away?
Right.
Yeah.
1964, I started getting, like a lot of Beatle items for my birthday or Christmas. You always know what to get Ruben. Give him a Beatle lunch pail.
Did you get a Beatle wig?
You got a Beatle wig? Yeah, Beatle boots.
Oh. We know what to get Ruben still for his birthday, am I right?
That's correct.
You still love that Beatle stuff.
Absolutely.
What's the most recent item you've come up with that's unusual? The most recent thing? Or just the most recent item you picked up, whatever it is.
Okay, I picked up some wrappers for Beatles ice cream.
Beatles ice cream wrapper from 64
right,
or
from
something?
64, unused.
Who would keep that? Oh, it was an unused wrapper.
Right.
Oh, good. I was going to say, I can imagine eating your ice cream and then you got this wrapper and you stick it. The cockroaches would love that. So you, ice cream. How was that ice cream? I remember you telling me about this last year. It wasn't real good, was it?
Yeah, no, it was real lousy ice cream.
Well, if it had been sitting around since 64, you'd be lousy too. Beatles and the Beatles. There are a lot of Beatle people here in the islands.
Oh, yeah.
Lots
of Beatle fans.
A lot of Beatle fans love the Beatles. And so you got to go see this. Records Hawaii, 404 Pi'ikoi Street. They've got 45 picture sleeves, original movie posters, trading cards, dolls, lunch pails, games, pins, buttons, all original. You've got a gold record or two over there?
Yeah, we have
this is gold-plated,
about 6 different gold-plated Beatle records.
Wow.
Yeah, real nice.
Rare videotapes. Big Beatle. What are the videotapes? Where do they come from?
Okay, I just scored some really rare Beatle promo films like Hello Goodbye, Beatles doing She's a Woman, Paperback Writer. Really great stuff.
Videotapes of Paperback Writer. Oh, I'd like to see that myself. Don't miss it. A lot of fun. Does anybody know more about Beatles than you, Ruben?
Probably.
Probably. There might be somebody somewhere. But they're not making as much money as you are. 4th Annual Beatles Festival. Ruben Padilla. Don't miss the show. It's a great show. He's here again. It'll be at 404 Pi'ikoi, Records Hawaii, Saturday and Sunday. Be there. Well, thank you very much, Ruben.
Thank you, Ron.
Let me play another song with us. KIKI at 8:33, 27 to 9.